What's going on, people? It's your boy Phurzaah here and welcome back to my channel. So today we're back with another Modern Warfare 3 Zombies video, and I'm going to be giving you guys a quick tutorial on how you guys can keep your tombstone after you guys complete the red worm fight within Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Now I have actually had quite a lot of messages and comments on my previous videos about how you guys can do this. It seems like a lot of you are losing your tombstone after the red worm fight, or if you don't lose your tombstone then you guys are losing the stuff that's in your backpack. So I'm going to show you guys how to keep everything, the stuff that's in your backpack, the stuff that's on your operator, and the stuff that's in your tombstone and your whole tombstone as well. So it's really easy to do. Now first thing to note, if you guys just want to keep your tombstone and you're not too fussed about the stuff that's in your current backpack, then you guys can just literally go through the exit portal that spawns when you finish the red worm boss, and then when you guys get to the successful exfil screen, just close down your game completely. So if you're on Xbox or PlayStation, just close down the application, and if you're on PC, just Alt F4, close down the game completely. And then when you guys load back up the game, you guys won't have anything that you had in your rucksack. You would have lost all of those items, but you'll still have everything on your operator, your large backpack and all of that stuff, and your tombstone will still be available for you the next game. So you guys can pretty much do that method, and it's really simple and really easy to do. The only negative to that is that you will lose the stuff that's in your backpack. Now there are a few platforms, I think PlayStation, if you guys do this method, you guys won't lose your stuff in your backpack, but I know people on Xbox and PC do actually lose their stuff in their backpack. As you guys saw, I lost it as well. So if you guys all want to be safe, then just follow the next method that I'm going to be showing you. So the next method is going to allow you guys to keep everything in your backpack, going to allow you to keep everything on your operator, and it's also going to allow you to keep your tombstone. Now the two things that you're going to want to make sure that you kind of have in order to do this properly is going to be a scorcher case, which you don't necessarily need, but it's going to make your life so much easier, and then also a sigil. Now you don't necessarily have to bring in a sigil, because when you guys are going ahead and setting up for the red worm boss, you probably will go into tier 3 at some point, and you might go ahead and do one contract, and as long as you guys do one contract in tier 3, you will actually go ahead and get a sigil in that game. So you just need to make sure that you have a sigil and a scorcher case, just so it allows you to get around the map faster. And then pretty much guys, once you finish the red worm battle, you're going to want to use that scorcher case and fly straight over to the dark ether portal. When you guys get to the dark ether portal, you're just going to use that sigil to enter, and then when you guys are going through the animation into the dark ether, you're going to want to get ready to close your app. As soon as the screen goes black, you guys are going to want to close down your game completely. And if you guys do this correctly, once you load back up your game, you guys will see that you'll have everything that was in your backpack, whether that be schematics that you guys got from the red worm and anything else that you had. You guys will also have everything on your operator. You wouldn't have lost any items on your operator, and your tombstone will still be safe in the next game. Now you guys can do this via the dark ether portal, or you guys can do it from the Act 4 portal. Both of them work the same, and they're both in the same location. Now the reason why I always go through the dark ether portal is because it seems to be a little bit safer than the Act 4 one. Now one thing to note is if you guys are using the Act 4 portal and you guys are on PlayStation or Xbox, then you're not going to want to wait until it gets to the black screen to disconnect. You're going to want to actually disconnect whilst it's going through the portal animation. It's going to be the same method that you actually use in order to keep your regular tombstone. It's just that you're going to be doing it at the end of the game. So I would suggest using the dark ether portal, because as I said, I know that timing works perfectly for all consoles, but you guys can feel free to try the portal that spawns right by the red worm boss. As I said, if you're on PlayStation, that one does seem to work most of the time. It does allow you to keep all of your stuff. Now a few things to note, and just to cover a few other questions that you guys have asked me. If you guys do go down whilst you're doing the red worm boss and you are solo and you do have a tombstone that's currently on the map, you guys need to make sure that you close down the game completely before you die out. If you die out, you will lose that tombstone, because you will have to go ahead and leave the game, because there'll be no one to revive you. So if you do go down and you're solo and you want to keep your tombstone, just close the game completely before you bleed out. As long as you do it before you bleed out, when you load back up, your tombstone will still be there the next game. But obviously you guys would have lost everything that was on your operator, your large backpack, your 3-plate vest, all of that stuff, and you guys would have lost everything that's in your backpack. But it's definitely better than losing your tombstone. So if you guys do go down, remember that and do that ASAP, so that you can actually keep your tombstone, because if you die out, you're going to lose everything else anyway, as well as your tombstone. So you might as well just dashboard and only lose everything else and still keep the tombstone. And if you guys are playing as a team, then you guys can follow the method to keep your tombstone whilst entering the dark ether. I have a whole separate video on that, but it's essentially the same type of method. You guys just need to revive yourself beforehand and drink a tombstone perk. As I said, I have a complete guide for that, so I'll leave a link in the description, or there'll be an annotation that pops up on screen now. But essentially you guys can do that, and then when you guys finish the red worm boss, you can go through the dark ether, play the dark ether if you want to, or you can just exit through one of the portals via the dark ether. And with that method, you don't have to disconnect your game, you don't have to close the application or anything like that, and you still keep your tombstone. The only thing is, sometimes you keep the stuff that's in your backpack and sometimes you don't. So I'd highly suggest just using the dark ether portal, the one that I showed you, and then disconnecting it on the black screen, because you guys will keep everything and everything will be safe. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. As I said, this is a quick tutorial today on how to do this. If you guys are looking for groups or teams or people to play with, think about joining the Discord. We have loads of members that are always looking to play with each other, and if you guys need help with schematics or any drops and stuff like that, we also do help with that as well. So definitely think about joining the Discord if that's something that interests you. Anyways, that's it for me. It's been your boy Phurzaah. I'm out. Peace.
Let it go.